Hello everyone, so welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, we're gonna discuss three theory questions of operation research which came in last 3 years. Basically, there was one theory question in each year that we're gonna discuss here in this video. So the very first question is, answer the following questions briefly in not more than 30 words. And this question contains 5 subparts. Each part carries 2 marks, which makes this question of 10 marks. So the first question is, how do you differentiate between a feasible solution and basic feasible solution of transportation problem? तो basically feasible solutions क्या होते हैं जो satisfy करें all the supply and demand constraint, और basic feasible solution कौन से होते हैं जो exactly m plus n minus 1 के format में allocated cells हों वहाँ उसके, जहाँ पे m आपका number of sources होता है that are the column and n आपका number of destination होता है that is rows. N is non-degenerate. So this is the basic difference between feasible and basic feasible solution. The second part of this question says, a feasible solution is one which satisfy all the constraint of a given problem, while an infeasible solution is one which satisfy none of them. Do you agree, and give your reasons? The first part of this part is very correct, that feasible solution satisfy all the constant of a problem, but infeasible solution may violate some but not necessarily all the constraint. So a solution is infeasible if it does not meet at least one of the given constraint. So this that statement was incorrect, because feasible solution तो वो होते हैं जो satisfy करे सारे constant एक problem के, but infeasible वो होता है जो कोई एक given constant को satisfy नहीं कर रहा है, but not necessary कि वो सारे ही constraint को violate करे. The third part of this question is, when solving an LPP using simplex method, artificial variables need to be introduced only when the LPP is of minimization type. Comment. So I guess simplex method is not in our syllabus, but let's see the answer for this. The statement is incorrect because artificial variables are introduced in the simplex method when solving LPPs with equality constraint or greater than or equal to constraint, regardless of whether it is a maximization or minimization problem. The fourth part is, how does the simplex algorithm indicate that there is an alternate optimal solution? कैसे करता है? When there is 0 in the non-basic variable column in the final simplex table, the row of optimality Z और C row में आपका अगर 0 आ रहा है, non-basic variable solution आ रहा है, तो इसका मतलब है कि इस problem का और भी optimal solutions values available है. So the simplex algorithm indicates an alternate optimal solution when there is a 0 in the non-basic variable column in the final simplex table row of optimality Z or C row. This means another solution exists in the same optimal value. The fifth part of this question is, define iconic models. So iconic models क्या होते हैं? वो physical representation होता है किसी भी real world system का that resemble the actual project or object or system in appearance structure, जैसे कि map, blueprints या scale models of building, वो सारे iconic models होते हैं. Now second question is, explain the following with suitable example. Multiple optimal solution or infeasible solution बोल रहा है. Multiple optimal solution, as the name suggests, occurs in the linear programming problem when there is more than one set of values for the decision variable that provide the same optimal objective function value. This happens when an alternate optimal solution exists due to 0 coefficient in the Z or C row of a non-basic variable in a simplex table. तो मल्टीपल ऑप्टिमल सॉल्यूशंस क्या होते हैं? जहाँ पे एक से ज़्यादा सेट ऑफ वैल्यूज अवेलेबल होंगे उस डिसीजन वेरिएबल के लिए टू प्रोवाइड द सेम ऑप्टिमल ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन वैल्यू. इसका एग्जाम्पल है मैक्सिमाइज जी 3x + 5y सब्जेक्ट टू ये आपके कॉन्स्टेंट दिए हुए. व्हेन सॉल्व यूजिंग द ग्राफिकल और सिम्प्लेक्स मेथड, इफ द ऑप्टिमल वैल्यू ऑफ z इज अचीव्ड at more than one point along the boundary of the feasible region, multiple optimal solution exist. So this is about the multiple optimal solution. Then infeasible solution क्या होते हैं? Occurs when a linear programming problem has no possible solution that satisfy all the constraints simultaneously. This happen when the feasible region is empty due to conflicting constraint. इसका example consider करें maximize के केस में z = x + y subject to ये आपका constraints दिए हुए हैं. Here the first constant required the sum of x and y to be at most 5, while the second constant requires to be at least 10. Since both cannot satisfy together, the problem has no feasible solution and is considered infeasible. So this was about this question where we have to define the multiple optimal solution and infeasible solution with examples. Now, the third question is again a statement kind of thing. So, stating reasons in not more than 30 words, specify whether you agree to the following statement. The first part of this question is a feasible solution in context with LPP is one which satisfy all the constant of a given problem, while an infeasible solution is one which satisfy none of them. Again, it's wrong क्योंकि feasible solution तो वो होता है जो satisfy करेगा सारे constant of a given problem, but infeasible होता है कि at least one वहाँ पे सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा, बट सारे ही सेटिस्फाई ना करे ये नहीं हो सकता. Disagree. An infeasible solution may violate some constant but not necessarily all. A feasible solution satisfy all the constant, whereas an infeasible one violates at least one. The second part is a prerequisite of applying linear programming is that there should be an objective which is clearly identifiable and which may or may not be measurable in quantitative terms. Again, it's wrong. Identifiable भी होना चाहिए और quantitative terms में measurable भी होना चाहिए. The objective in linear programming must be quantifiable, मतलब maximization or minimization, as LPP relies on mathematical formulation to optimize numerical values. The third is balancing of an unbalanced assignment problem might involve the introduction of both dummy row as well as dummy column. Yes, अगर हमारा unbalanced assignment problem आता है तो हमें सबसे पहले उसको balance करना होता है, और वो balance कैसे कर सकते हैं? We can insert या introduce a dummy row और dummy column. अगर आपकी डिमांड कम है या सेल्स ज़्यादा है उस हिसाब से हमें रो और कॉलम ऐड करना पड़ता है. So agree, an unbalanced assignment problem, unequal number of jobs and workers is balanced by adding dummy row or column to maintain the square matrix. The fourth is the transportation and assignment methods are not capable of handling maximization type of problem. Again, disagree, because the transportation and assignment models can handle maximization problem by converting profit values into cost value, that is by subtracting from a larger constant. The last part of this question is a two-person zero-sum game is considered fair if the value of the game is positive. It's again false क्योंकि a fair game has a value of 0, meaning neither player gains an advantage. A positive value benefit one player, making the game unfair. So these were the 3 questions asked in past few years. So that's all for this video. Thank you. Bye bye.